So there's an amazing thing happening right now. There's a huge influx of new players coming to Guild Wars 2, and even big streamers come onto the game and bring in their communities from their old games over here. For example, a lot of new world players and streamers chose Guild Wars 2 as their new home, and they started their journey here instead of actually getting back to their old games that they used to play, like World of Warcraft that have like 6 versions now, or Elder Scrolls Online where you have to pay a subscription fee just to use a material storage, or Black Desert Online that have the worst UI of any game I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, why is all this happening right now? And why it's a good thing for the game? And if you're a new player, should you do the same as them? Hello guys, I'm Ash and I main Silvari Reaper, and I make Guild Wars 2 content like guides and builds and educational videos about the game, and try to help new players as much as I can. So consider subscribing to the channel if you're new. And I have been playing Guild Wars 2 for 7 years now, and this means I didn't play this game from the start. And even me came from another MMO that I used to play. It's called Ion, and made Guild Wars 2 my new home, and it was for a good reason. This game is just amazing. It caters to many types of players: the casual, the hardcore, the PvP enjoyers, and the PvE meta slaves, and even the solo players like me have a home here. Even when I started on a free-to-play account, I was able to enjoy the game and play tons of content for 4 months, and it was a breath of fresh air from the pay-to-win aspect of my old Korean game that I used to play, where no matter what I did, someone that swiped their bank card could beat me and beat my efforts for months of farming or like playing in a couple of minutes. I found in Guild Wars 2 the true freedom of playing any playstyle I wanted, since every profession in this game have multiple options to choose from: healing, dealing damage, or supporting my teammates, or even doing all that at the same time. Building a character that can take on legendary bosses made for groups only solo. The combat is actually really fun and fast paced in this game, and it depends on skill and dodging at the right moment, and a lot of the classes are flashy and have their own identity. Playing a necromancer is a lot different than playing a guardian, for example, or a warrior. And after 4 months of playing for free, a friend gifted me my first expansion in this game, and I was able to finally make my Reaper, the Death Knight melee class that I main right now, and the one that can take on anything in this game if I choose the right build. And I was happy for it, because I actually own this expansion right now, and I don't have to pay a monthly fee to be able to play it. And that's how content works in this game. You buy it, you own it. Then you can go enjoy the content that has thousands of hours of gameplay. These expansions can go on sale quite often, and they're very cheap, that even the first 2 expansions together in one pack can cost around $12 even. Guild Wars 2 used to have this huge expansion system every 3 years or so, but right now we have a new system where the game gonna have new but smaller content every year with a cheaper price, of course. When you make your first character, the story will mostly be voice acted, and you'll be introduced to a huge beautiful world full of gorgeous maps to explore and play on. My favorite atmosphere in this game is the snowy maps. They're just so beautiful, man, and so dreamy. The world is alive and it have dynamic events. You'll be exploring and you'll have a lot of these events coming across you. You come across an NPC, for example, fighting some monsters asking you for help, or you'll come across NPCs interacting with each other and you are just a sad character there. You'll just feel the immersiveness. Aside from the open world, the game has a lot of other content to tackle. Let me tell you this from the start: the PvP and PvE in this game are separated. You won't get ganked by someone while you are just peacefully farming or exploring the world on your fresh new character. Instead, there's a separated maps for big scale siege like PvP called World vs World, where teams of alliances are fighting against each other. And there is arena PvP for smaller scale that you can go and play on even at level 3 if you're just a purely PvP player. And for PvE content, you got a lot of options. You got strikes, you got raids that are more hardcore, you got this type of dungeons that keep leveling up called fractals, and there's the old school dungeons in the game. And there's of course the map metas, that's what we call them here. Map meta is like this big event in the map that takes all the players in one place, and there like you're gonna fight a big boss, or you're gonna do a huge scale event there to finish the story of that map repeatedly, and it have a lot of rewards like gold and materials for your legendaries. Next, I want to talk about one of the most unique and amazing things in this game, the mount system that is considered the best mount system in the genre, that even World of Warcraft shamelessly stole one of the mount designs and skills of one of the mounts here in Guild Wars 2, which is the Griffin, and copy pasted them into their new Dragonfly DLC back when it started. Each mount has its unique abilities and purpose: riding up cliffs, gliding, teleporting, swimming underwater even, and flying like a jet so quickly across a whole map, and even drifting on a roller beetle like you're on a racing game. I also have to mention the unique gearing up system in Guild Wars 2, where it's designed to be rewarding and flexible and gives true freedom and convenience without going through a gear grind every few patches. Legendary items in Guild Wars 2 are an end game goal for dedicated players who need a purpose to go through challenges. They have the same stats as their counterpart Ascended gear, but their true value lies in full customization of the stats and upgrades of the gear whenever you want. In addition to that, when you unlock a certain legendary item, it unlocks for the whole characters on your account, leaving you not having to worry about grinding for that certain piece anymore. Legendaries too come with a cool flashy look to show off your achievements, and for fashion lovers out there, changing skins on legendary gear is free forever without having to buy transmog tokens. While the process takes time and dedication, the payoff is actually huge, and one set of legendary gear can carry you through any game mode. But all of these amazing features won't be the same without an awesome and welcoming community. We are famous of being friendly and cooperative, and I'm not saying it because I'm a Guild Wars 2 player or content creator. You can experience it yourself, and this isn't just cause of the community is full of saints. I think the separation of PvP and PvE has a big impact on a game's community, but I'm not saying there is no toxic players here. Of course there is, but the toxicity is less here than other MMOs for sure. I can keep talking and saying all the nice things about this game, but I'll leave you the chance to judge it for yourself and let me know if it's worth it for you. If you're a new player and decided to try Guild Wars 2, you can download it using my referral link down below, and if you want to get an expansion, you can do it using my referral link too. And good luck guys on your journey in Tyria, and welcome to all the new players, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you have any questions, let me know. My channel have over 600 videos about the game, so you're free to check them out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.